Robin.
You're listening to Opie and Anthony. On the Virus, Sirius XM.
Hanging with Tom Papa today. By the way, if you're not going to make the Greg Giraldo fundraiser/comedy show, hold on, there you are. GregGiraldo.com. You could donate, which would be very good.
Yeah.
Family needs money, man. And all the info is right there on the website, GregGiraldo.com.
You know, it sucks.
Crazy.
It's so hard to watch the roasts that he's on.
I know.
And he's so fucking good on them, but I was just watching the David Hasselhoff roast. And, you know, it's funny shit, and then it's like, here comes Greg, and it's like,
I know. It's brutal.
It's so funny, and now it's depressing.
Yeah, I've been doing these interviews and watching clips of him, and you know, we're going to run some of his stuff at the event, too.
Yeah,
we're going to do this, you know, like 5-minute video thing of all his best stuff. And you're just like working on it. And then all of a sudden you sit there, you're like, fuck, he's gone.
That sucks.
He's gone. It's insane. It really is. Really awful.
And you can name 20 other comics that should have went.
I know, absolutely.
Like, God damn.
I know.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, my mother-in-law keeps going. This evil person.
It just no justice.
There's nothing funny ever.
Never smiles.
Just keeps plowing.
Miserable people.
Not a fan, are you? The mother-in-law?
The worst. The worst. Just awful. Just getting in your face. Just that attic breath. Just mean.
When I
always feel kind of bad about it, like saying that an old lady's mean and nasty, but you know, because you see old crinkled up ladies, you think, she must come with cookies.
A sweet old lady, right?
Yeah, she probably just bakes cookies for people. No, if you're an idiot when you're young, you don't get old. You don't just start becoming nice when your hips start going. You get angrier.
Now you're a nasty old bitter person.
Now you're worse than ever.
Yeah, because it added in the bitterness of being old and regrets and
pains,
lost fucking opportunities.
Right.
Basically what you're saying is some old people deserve their hips being broken.
Yeah, right, exactly. A good slip on the ice.
You're not supposed to be sad for every old person that breaks a hip.
That's shattering like a prop bottle.
Some of them had it coming for many fucking years, man.
Some deserve
Fuck
it.
them.
Absolutely.
Tom, what else is going on?
Creep.
What else is going on?
Peanut brittle hips.
What else is going on in your world, man? What's on your radar? Anything in the news, movies, other TV shows?
I'm trying to catch up on all the Oscar films now that they're all out.
Yeah, I think we all do that.
I just saw the Black Swan. Not one black person in it, by the way.
No.
One.
Racist.
Was it a good movie?
It was good.
We're trying to figure out if we should
sexy.
see that.
It's sexy.
Has some sexiness
for sure.
in it.
But it's ballerina shit.
Yeah, but there's some lesbian scenes and
little masturbation.
Masturbation.
That was a good scene.
Sounds very saucy.
I like to think I don't watch a lot of movies, especially a lot of Oscar-nominated movies. So I always like to think that the one or two I saw are the ones like I'm like, oh yeah, that one's hands down.
That's got to be the one that wins
down.
everything.
Like right now, I'm on a True Grit fucking like juggernaut. I know this film's going to run away with it because I've seen no other movie.
And you're not going to see the King's Speech.
No,
why would you?
I saw it. I saw
It was good, right?
I
like
heard
it.
it's good. I heard it was good.
It's good, but it's also, you're watching it and you're like, oh, this is made to win awards. It's got an affliction. It's got accents.
It's a period
piece.
Real
right?
actors.
The costumes. Real actors.
Who's that homeless guy?
What?
It's really good.
Oh, my
Springer.
God. That's Jerry Springer.
Oh, that was Springer. He looked very confused outside the studio. And then he just walked away. Where's he going?
I don't know. He's
know.
giving a final thought to somebody.
By Shade 45, because that's his audience.
And why don't we know anything about this king? I've never heard of this king before.
I know.
With a speech impediment. So obviously he
That's
did
funny.
nothing with his fucking king shit.
That was Queen Elizabeth's husband.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I believe.
What's his name?
I had
King
no
George
idea.
VI.
King
I was
George
one of those
VI.
things where you're watching it,
Nazi sympathizer.
you're trying to pretend that you knew everything. Oh, well, yeah, I kind of know this guy. Then you realize I know nothing.
The man who identifies himself as the king is not allowed to stutter through this speech. You will not see Jerry Langford again.
It's really, it's so, and it's, you know, you can't really watch a guy stuttering without laughing.
Yes, thank you.
It's
of
you know,
course.
it's the funniest affliction there is.
We just did.
must
We just
have
did that
been-
on our show with Big A doing the news. We put him on so you laugh a little bit and get uncomfortable.
Big A's. It starts funny and then gets very uncomfortable.
Yes,
then
and that's
it's like,
exactly
all
what
right.
we were going for.
There had to have
That's
been like
exactly what we're doing.
a stuttering caveman. Like it had to go back to the point. And they just laugh at him, and he cries, and then a fucking tiger eats him.
Dinosaur.
He's trying to tell him a saber-toothed tiger's coming into the cave, and all the children get eaten. Fire! Fire! Look, he can't even talk.
He can't
Dummy.
say it.
Or he panics and throws water on it. And then for 300 more years, people just die at night. Thanks to that stuttering, panicking idiot.
Stuttering through history. A long story. A long story short.
History of the world in 70 minutes or an hour 20.
Whatever. It all depends.
Where's the Springer?
He's going to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, he has to drop a deuce.
He can't hold his urine. He's too old.
He's probably shitting straight-legged.
He needs another show idea, so he's going to look in the toilet. Even he'd agree to that.
Wasn't it
show is
voted,
shite.
wasn't it
his new
voted
hip.
worst TV show ever by TV Guide?
Yeah.
Of course, but it
And it's
was.
Worst
still
show in
going.
history of television by TV Guide in 2002. Yeah.
Oh, 2000.
20 years he's been doing the Jerry Springer show.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
And I want to know if he's bitter because Nick Cannon took his fucking job on America's Got
Yeah,
Talent.
America's Got Talent.
I
was
think he
Springer's
knows.
show?
Whenever he gets another gig, it's like so temporary.
Everything's temporary. Yeah, well,
Jerry's got a lot of the ups and downs.
yeah, but that show, how
That's hey,
Please.
mediocrity.
Yeah, go.
That's his straight line.
Last time he was in, he basically hinted that he hates doing that fucking show.
Really?
But it's it's his gig now.
Yeah.
He's had it. He's had
It
it.
really is. He can't really branch out into anything else after 20 years. There he is.
yeah,
like a
well,
little cup
it's
of coffee.
paying for the house.
Let's get
Yeah.
Jerry in here. Where are we putting Jerry?
What's he signing? Oh, a release? For what? Is he signing a check to a hooker? We all remember that little gag.
Jerry, what are you?
Jerry!
What are you?
Don't get up.
Jerry Springer.
What are you signing, Jerry?
That's release.
A
release.
Oh, a release.
You got to keep
so
everything
you can
legal.
use this over.
Jerry's looking good.
You are looking
Look
good,
healthy,
Jerry.
my friend.
God damn, Jerry Springer in the house.
Oh my gosh.
You haven't been
Jerry's
here in a
back.
while. We
I
scared you.
haven't.
Nah.
No, it's just
He's
it's so
busy.
expensive to fly in.
Is that what it is? Yeah. He's just running out of there.
He doesn't want to do this
Oh,
show.
God.
I don't
Oh,
blame
I
you,
do.
Jerry.
No, I do.
No, what are we talking? 20? Has he been
20
doing this show
years
for
doing the
20
Jerry Springer show.
years?
20 years.
Wow.
20
There's no
years.
excuse for it.
And no,
I'm taking this opportunity to apologize.
no apology needed,
I've
sir.
ruined the culture.
We no, you affected a culture, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Do you ever think? Do you ever think about
We need
that?
a petri dish.
Do you ever
I've
think
ruined
about
this
that? Like
culture.
that?
Pardon?
Do you ever think about how you might have had an impact on actual civilization or uncivilization, whatever you want?
I try not to.
You try not to really think of
Yeah,
that.
well, Western civilization has been around for a while. You know, it's time to give Eastern civilization a shot.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd bring it down.
but like people, Socrates and Plato and stuff have affected cultures. Do you feel like
when
you're
you think Socrates and Plato, Springer, it kind of
Springer.
all rolls.
That's
Sounds
it.
like a law firm.
people with their togas falling off, beating each other up?
You're in an accident. Call Socrates, Plato, and Springer.
They have to pixelate a toga slipping off a tit because one woman's beating somebody over some philosophy.
Yeah, it's. You probably
20
could put
years.
our show in a time capsule, and it probably would be as instructive as watching news things for the last 20 years.
Did you get annoyed that people would blame you for things, though? Like, it's like you really were, in a
Cultural
lot of
thing,
ways,
yeah.
just showing people. You weren't forcing people to act a certain way, but people would somehow blame you because people were acting like assholes on the show, but that's not your fault. I mean,
Yeah, no,
Unless they were talking about Jerry.
I guess I've never taken the show seriously, so
Yeah.
I never take the
shows.
compliment. Yeah, I mean, I never take the compliment seriously, and I never take to heart, and I don't take the criticism. I mean, it's a stupid show, and that's all it is. But it's fun to watch. If I wouldn't watch it, but I'm 67. But if I were in college, I'd watch it.
Now,
It's to a certain age group, and I
With
get it.
20 years in, though, you look back 20 years ago, you got criticized for a lot of things that the mainstream news media now is doing, sensationalizing.
Oh well, that
stuff.
was always hypocritical, but you kind of knew it at the time. I mean, you know, they would say how terrible it is, and then all evening up until the 11 o'clock news, they would promo scenes from the fighting on the show.
Right.
Tonight at 11, we're going to be talking to the guy, you know, and they, to get people to watch, they kept showing the. Of course, that was hypocritical.
Yeah, they love
right?
the sensationalism
But
that goes
great.
along with it.
You know, it's
20 years.
when did
just
you
anything
stop-
on the air? Anything on the air.
Anything on the air for 20 years. is crazy.
well because it's got a niche.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
And it also appeals to younger people. And if you have a show that appeals to young people, you can stay on forever
Right.
because you always get new young people.
That's
If you
what I
have a
say
sh-
about my dates.
Yeah. yeah.
You know, underage joke.
Yeah. I'm finished with dates. I'm more into prunes now. At my age, I do prunes.
Yeah, but when did you stop aging, Jerry?
Pardon?
When did you stop aging?
He really did.
You look very
exactly
good.
the
Yeah, what's your
fucking same.
program?
It's
What-
creepy.
Stopped.
Got a full head of hair?
Yeah.
What do you
Well,
do?
I kept my hair. That's, but no,
You have a program?
you guys have been drinking.
Jerry's
You-
Springer workout.
You think this is a good face? Thank God this show's on radio.
For 67, I mean, amazing. I mean, amazing. For 40, not good, but for 57, you look
He's
good.
35, Jim.
You look very healthy.
I've been lucky. I'm
Yeah.
feeling
What are
good.
you working?
together.
Anything else you're working on?
I do Baggage,
Of
which
late?
is the dating show
On the Game Show Network, right?
And I wish that had been my idea because I think it's a great concept.
What is it?
It's a dating show. It's on every night at, here's your plug, at 6:30 and 9:30 every night on the Game Show Network. But it's your traditional dating show, except the twist is the people have to bring on their baggage. Some item during the, let's say it's a guy, and out come these three beautiful women, and he gets to choose one of the three that he wants to go out with. And the three beautiful women are all saying, oh, choose me, and because I'm wonderful, blah, blah. But during the course of the show, they have to reveal three items of baggage, small, medium, and large. Like this, it could be, I still have lunch with my ex every 2 weeks.
What would you consider that? Big, medium, or large?
That's probably medium. Because if you wanted to really have a relationship with this person, you'd say, she hasn't gotten over
But
it.
the lunch is his cum.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Jerry's just
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Jerry's just like, yeah.
You're a lonely man.
That would be a more large baggage, I
Yeah.
think.
What would you consider? What would you consider Valtrex?
Yeah.
The medium or large baggage?
I think Jerry's doing the marriage rep for the Game Show Network, Tom. I think,
Spin it
I
off.
think there's a little spin-off here.
I'll be
they
done
choose
this
it,
summer. He'll go on for another 20 years.
So that's pretty cool. So the girl could be really hot, but she might have some big
small,
problem.
medium, and large. But finally, he chooses the one he wants to go out with, and she's all excited. They're hugging. This is great. The audience is cheering. But then, just before the show ends, she gets to see what's in his big bag. And then she can say, hey, thanks for choosing me, but you've got too much baggage. And she dumps
could
it.
say no.
Yeah.
What's big?
What's big baggage? Where
Yeah,
do you
what's
see this
big?
big
Well,
baggage?
the biggest we had this. It was a woman choosing among these three hot guys, and the woman was beautiful. And she finally chose this one guy, and he was just beside himself. He was so happy. They're just jumping all around. This is going to be great. We're sending him off someplace. But then she has to open her bag, and it turns out that she was born a man.
Oh wow! Did she
Honestly,
still
you
have a
could not
penis?
tell. I couldn't tell.
Really?
I was surprised because I don't know. So I was surprised.
Did she still have a penis?
I didn't.
I hope he went out with her.
Jim would have been, yay!
Exactly.
I thought this was supposed to be baggage.
I thought bag was metaphorical.
You'd consider that a three-way. A man, a woman, and
Wow,
me.
that sounds cool. Definitely. That sounds
It's a fun show. Yeah. it is.
Yeah.
So you're doing two different shows now?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, they where are you?
working.
Oh, in
You're
LA?
still
I
in
am.
Chicago?
Well, no, my show I
in
do it right
Connecticut?
up in Connecticut, in
Oh, you're
Stamford.
doing Connecticut, right?
Remember
that's
the
I
right.
do
Moving
that
to
Mondays and
Connecticut?
Tuesdays, and normally Wednesdays through Saturdays. We just finished taping 170 episodes, so we're
Whoa.
breaking for a bit.
Isn't that great? You got away from Chicago to go to Connecticut and get away from the snow.
I know.
guess.
Yeah.
That's great.
Unbelievable.
Where are they busting the audience from, Jerry?
They don't.
All locals up there? The locals are a little
people
scary.
come
in
up.
some of
There are a
those.
lot of people from New York, but
Yeah.
Hartford.
we thought that
get a
would-
big Hartford crowd.
we get a lot of college kids.
Really?
Well, we always do.
Yeah.
So
Right.
there are a lot of colleges. around.
Quinnipiac.
Yeah.
People.
170.
Yesterday we had like 45 in the audience from Yale, which was great.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So I'm saying, no, this is great.
It was probably a project.
Yeah, I bet
I
you
always
the
knew we were a
alumni-
smart show.
Yeah.
Well, they were taking notes.
They were taking notes, yeah. Oh,
Which
boy.
really, it's tough to be funny when they're sitting there taking
Western
notes.
civilization.
Excuse me, Mr. Springer, could you say that again?
Yes.
Can you remember anything from early on in your show that now wouldn't even be the least bit shocking, but back then was like, oh my God, this is crazy?
I was talking about it the other day. The first year we did a show on interracial dating, and there were
Oh Christ! I said things that aren't an issue now.
yeah, and there were protesters outside, and now of course we have a president who's the product of an interracial marriage. So it shows you that's why it could be in the time capsule. You see what is considered crazy or outrageous then, and now it's
That's
an
why
embarrassment.
I never erase pictures on my iPhone. You could go back and go, I remember that was 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
This was
your
a
whole life
controversy.
Your whole life is on that. It was a big problem that
There was
day.
a time no one
I remember
thought that
being
could be-
very angry that day, and now I could give a shit. Scroll, scroll, scroll.
Yeah. I just have photos of my genitals. Like, oh, yeah, I sent that to her. Oh, yeah. I texted that to her, and she didn't want it. Yeah. Boo.
Can't believe there was a time when people thought this girl was too young.
I just hate when you plug in the wrong number.
Oh, you do that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you ever sent the wrong text to the wrong person?
No, but I'm still using a rotator phone.
Rotary
Those
iPhone.
are hard to carry around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate the guy with the nines.
Yeah, I know. I won't. Yeah, I don't talk to
You're
anyone.
not a gadget gizmo guy over the years? You haven't adopted what?
I've started. I know this is
computery?
embarrassing, but I've started doing email.
Just
Wow.
started. Yeah.
That's because work requires it.
So
now,
you're
they make
you
do
are
it.
2 months away from TMZ having your dick picture on the website.
He won't realize his camera's on and he's being recorded.
Jerry Springer sends penis to a girl.
I just hope they recognize that it is one. My age, don't say. Why is someone sending a picture of cauliflower? What is this? A vegetarian?
And why is it leaking?
Oh, Jesus Christ. So you also launched a career for Steve. You're
Steve
a
Wilkos, right?
security guy.
Yeah. We produce his show, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
doing well.
That's doing well.
Yeah,
he's
it's
pretty good. I watched his show a few times, and he gets right in people's faces.
Yeah, he
That's
plays.
kinda good.
Yes, he plays the tough guy.
Yeah, the tough guy. I like when he yells at young teen girls.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun to watch a big, brawny ex-cop yelling at teen girls.
You're a lonely man.
Yes, I am.
It's a lot of fun.
I am. Jerry.
You probably have the most racially mixed audience of anybody on TV, though. It's like you really across the board. It's like half black, half
that's
white.
true.
I don't think
Yeah.
anybody has it. Maybe Oprah, but aside from that,
Yeah.
No, it's always been a diverse. I mean,
NASCAR.
This is true.
NASCAR.
I love the people on the show. I mean, most of them. Obviously, every once in a while. I mean, I enjoy them. I think they're cool people. They do things. They're on the show because they've done something which is a little bit weird. But otherwise, they're like everyone else.
So
They
like you
just-
hang out with them and stuff after?
They don't fit in my bucket.
I like how Jerry goes, yeah, they're just like anyone else. The guy that's dating this woman and then having sex with her sister, and the husband is married to the guy's brother.
It's like I always say, you take any newspaper in America, and by the time you're on page 3, I've got 20 shows.
Yeah.
So
Right.
just
What was the top-
some of us just dress better, but everyone's got a story.
what was the topic for when the Yale students were there? What was the one you did when there was the 45 Yale students?
I don't have a clue.
Can't remember.
Well, because I mean,
It's
it's
so
all the
many.
same. Somebody
Yeah.
probably was cheating on someone. I mean, we did.
String theory.
The titles of the show are put on afterwards. So
Oh,
because,
so you
because
just
we
kind
don't
of
know.
figure out what's going to happen.
Well, yeah, because you don't know what's going to happen. So we do, let's say, 3 stories a show.
That's fantastic.
And so then we find some common denominator, or maybe we pick one of the stories and there was something funny that happened here, and that's what we title the show. But, the producers don't create the subjects. The people call in with their stories. So that defines what the show's about.
And then they could probably change kind of midway through. It could change topics.
Oh, because you don't know.
Yeah.
You
Don't know
and
what
they
direction
never
it's
know
going.
where I'm. See, I'm not allowed to know what the subjects are.
Really?
So, yeah, no. I mean, they give me the card, but the card only has the names of the guests because I don't know who they are. So they say, these are the names. And then I'm supposed to ask questions as if I were sitting at home to find out what the subject is and then make jokes about it. So,
but if you,
so
at this point in
know.
your career, if you see Tyrone and Shaniqua, you know someone's baby is not known
Yeah.
who the father is, right? You know that. Jim Bob and Clarabelle, you know it's going to be some domestic violence thing. Guy with his wife beater shirt on and a Schlitz.
Schlitz. When was the last time?
I know Schlitz is an old beer.
It is.
Schlitz.
I have.
Schlitz.
Oh my gosh, I have not heard that.
Yeah.
Do people scam a lot to get on the show?
No, maybe in the early days they did. Now there's so many lawyers involved, and you have to sign releases in front of a camera.
Right.
You go into a room where the lawyers sit, and then you have to swear that everything you're saying is the truth.
And you got to protect your own ass, probably.
Yeah.
Have you ever been?
No, I think very few times do we get scammed. It's happened, but
have you been
few.
worried about lawsuits though, with some of the stuff being exposed,
No,
some of the
because-
physical contact?
No, if there is, if there's a surprise on the show. You're told that there's going to be a surprise, and you're given a list of 21 possibilities.
Holy shit.
So you don't know which of the 21 it's going to be, but you have to okay all 21 possibilities.
It's like the firing squad where the one guy gets the clip full of blanks. You got you always have the element of doubt.
Yeah, so therefore, because we're not out, and I'm serious, we're not out to hurt anyone. I mean, this is a television show. We want to have fun. So if it's going to be something that someone really doesn't want to hear, then we're not going to do.
But wait,
show
don't people ever figure it out though? Like if the 21 things is, your trip to the moon, your gay experience in that rest area in Norwalk, and then a bunch of other ridiculous things. They kind of know what it's going to be.
You can figure it out.
I randomly chose Norwalk, of course. I didn't stop in there once.
Yeah. I'm trying to think where
You're
I
always
remember
performing
you
in
from.
Norwalk.
But you know what I mean? Do people ever figure it out? Like just the options? Like that's the one thing they don't want
I'm
out?
sure they do. I mean, because there are people that say, no, I'd rather not be on.
Oh, you have them back out last minute?
Oh, sure. Well, what isn't the last minute? They're given the list, several days in advance.
Oh, okay.
I bet you the lawyers have made it difficult to do the show now, too, huh, Jerry?
Not really. We get thousands of calls a week from people who want to be on.
No,
So-
I mean, but the lawyers telling
Well-
you like, I bet you it was a lot
but
different
there's-
20 years ago when you started. You didn't have to
they
deal with
knock
lawyers.
out. In other words, by the time it really gets to the producers dealing with it, they have passed all the hurdles they have to pass.
Right,
So if it's something that's clearly going to be a legal problem, they don't even get near the show.
Was there a show you wanted to do and the lawyers shut you down?
Well, I wouldn't know because I never, as I said, I never.
Oh,
know
he
the
doesn't
show.
know.
See, that's a great way to fucking live.
Ignorance is bliss.
See, because we know, and it gets frustrating. It's like, come on, we could do that.
Yeah, no, I'm never
We could stick
involved
up
in
a
those
bat.
meetings.
We could stick a bat up a girl's
you-
hiney still. Come on. What's wrong with that?
We've done
Yeah.
it. That's great.
As long as it's not signed by Mantle.
Is it a?
We might have
is
done
it
that
a
in the
38 incher?
It worked. That was the
I like
good
a
old
thin
days.
handle.
Have you, in all these years, maybe you had a brash 20-year-old or something that now would be 40 and bumps into you and says, "Hey, Jerry, I was on your show."
Oh, we're getting the kids of original guests. on.
Really? Okay.
Wow.
Wow. That's
And these people were told not to procreate. So
And they're just as bad as their parents, right? Right, Jerry?
oh Jesus.
Do you have any negative feedback from people, like when in person, like when people see you, go, hey man,
this is really weird. Never,
Never.
ever.
Isn't that amazing?
If you held a gun to my head and try to make me remember one person that ever, was upset with me in person.
that would be inappropriate on my part.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't ever remember. First of all, if people don't like the show, they don't watch it.
True.
So when you're in television, you don't run into negative ever.
Right.
Now, well, people write articles, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, in terms of meeting people, never.
Yeah.
They either don't know the show, or they don't like it, so they don't watch it, or
Yeah.
they're big fans.
Are you ever tempted? Like Larry Flint did something which I loved, which is there were the conservatives that were going after porn and stuff. He put out $1 million for anybody that could ruin one of them, like with having an affair with
Yeah.
them. Like it was great that he did that.
tape, yeah.
And he actually did. Somebody at some was it House Minority Leader? Somebody had to resign. It was really humiliating. Did you ever want to go after people that really targeted you? I mean, how do you not resist that temptation to just ruin them for it?
Well, what's the difference? it's only a TV show, so I never take it seriously.
Right.
I mean, you could say anything about the show and you wouldn't upset me.
Right.
It's a TV show.
I think that's the reason people don't come after you is because I think
I mean, all I
watching,
do is agree with you.
watching
Okay, yeah,
the
it is
show.
stupid. It's unbelievable.
Jerry just doesn't
You
care.
could tell
doesn't
watching
care.
the
He doesn't
show
give a
that he's
fuck.
just there, like having fun and just not taking it so seriously. So how do you go up to him and go, "You're scandalous"? Or you just be like, "Wow."
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be like let's say you're a Yankee fan and someone comes up, the Yanks suck, man, they're terrible.
Right.
Do you not sleep at night because that guy said the Yanks were terrible?
No, it's because I run them down with my car.
Well, okay, for that I would. I'm on your side on that.
But that's why his show is successful, and he navigates any type of negative stuff because that's the way you got to
Who
be.
cares?
What happened with America's Got Talent? I love that show. I love that you were a
I
part
do
of
the
that.
live show. In
Nah, you want to be on TV, Jerry. I know
Yeah.
you. Nick
Yeah.
Cannon took your spot, and,
Well,
and
they
I was
wanna
bummed
go-
out.
yeah,
they
well-
wanted to go younger or something?
Yeah.
You
I
were
mean, the
great. You were
demographic.
great on that show, though.
Yeah. Well,
I've been watching since season 1.
yeah, I enjoyed doing it, and I enjoyed doing the live show. But that summer, it wasn't just that. It was also that I got offered, which I did, the musical Chicago on Broadway, and to play Billy Flynn. And that was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Sure.
So it was a combination of things. But I think they were very happy that I had something to do because they did. I think they wanted it. Look,
Wait, so you're traveling the country doing the live show and
what I
the
do
2
is
TV
each
shows?
season, each season I take
Jeez,
the
he's
10
busy.
winners, the 10 finalists,
Right.
And 2 summers ago, I did 3 months in Vegas with them at Planet Hollywood, and last year I did a 25-city tour with them.
Jesus
so I
Christ.
still
Wow.
work with the
He's
show.
busy.
I just don't do the
Jerry's
television
busy.
show.
What about
man.
what, Prince Poppycock? See, I
he was,
watched the
he was
show.
cool. Yeah, you do.
Prince
Prince
Poppycock.
You're
Yeah, that
alone.
It
was-
was all about Prince Poppycock.
We were all oddly attracted to him. We've never even admitted that to ourselves, much less to each other. But let's get it out right here.
I think he's the only one I remember from last season. Now that I think about it, I watched every episode.
Well, there was that little girl.
Oh, the
10-year
opera singer.
Yeah, she had an.
What is she
Right.
doing?
incredible
What's her
voice.
career doing now?
Well, she's still in school, but she did. She had a
Fuck
Chris-
school
grade.
if you have a voice like that.
She had-
What's wrong
right.
with her parents?
Is that a PSA,
Christmas- I think she had a Christmas album that did pretty well.
Yeah.
But if you have a voice like that, what is school going to teach you? You already got your gift, and go out there and make the money for the family.
How to manage your finances so you don't get Gary Coleman by your parents.
The risk, the gamble there, particularly. Excuse me.
There's
with
no
the
gamble
children.
because I know what you're going to say. If her voice is blown out, then she can go back to school. Same with the athletes that are 17 going right into the pros. They blow out a knee, then you go back to school. There's 40-year-olds going back to school.
Yeah, the problem is there are a lot of people with good voices. What makes her unique is that she's 10 years old.
That's why she's got to
Right.
capitalize now, Jerry.
Yeah. Oh, well, she's making albums.
Strike while the hymen is tight.
He likes little girls. Okay.
No, I like jokes about it.
Okay, tell you.
You made Springer uncomfortable. Do you know how hard that is to do?
May I have some water, please?
God almighty. That's like getting a double
20
off
years.
Rivera.
20 years of
Jerry, I
not
want-
being offended.
I want Jerry.
He walks in here. Ugh.
I want Jerry to be the next Regis. Can we start the campaign for you?
You can start
Oh,
the
yeah.
campaign, but they're going to go younger, obviously.
Why?
You are
why would
younger.
replace
You are
Opie?
younger.
Why,
You're-
Opie? Why would you replace Regis with?
You're
someone
13
who's-
years younger than him, sir. Let's start the
13
campaign. You
years.
want the gig, right?
I'd love it. no.
Any thought of retiring from the your show?
No, I mean, I know I'm doing another 4 years.
Wow.
Because we signed with Tribune and they're going to carry the show. So, no, I mean, as long as I'm healthy,
Yeah.
it's fun. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, what am I going to do? Play
And it
golf?
doesn't seem
4
like
years.
it doesn't seem like a lot of work for you. I mean, you got a good staff in place, I guess.
Oh,
and
they're phenomenal. But no, I don't. For that show, no, it does. It isn't work.
you
I
write
mean,
your own
walk in.
final,
You
you
have
write
to
your own
be
final thoughts.
Oh yeah, that I do.
Oh, okay.
But the part you have to be alert.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, because you don't know what the show is about, when the camera's on,
Right.
you really have to be focused. You can't be thinking what
Right.
else is going on.
And you probably
So
got to
that's-
hear something
that's-
from the audience
but
and know that you want to go out there and
Is
talk
it
to
any
that
work?
lunatic.
Otherwise, is it work? No.
No.
You don't have to go in the office and you just show up and shoot.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
you got to do
great.
the promotional stuff and the
Sure.
business side of it.
Yeah.
So the work is the business side of it, but not the performing
Not the
part.
production of it.
That's not work.
Do you ever have a show that looks like it's going to be good and it just turns into a dud? Like the topics just aren't moving? Or
Usually Monday through Friday.
but you'll have that once in a while, one that's just like, it's just not getting anybody sparked up or.
Well, the more I talk during a show, you know, the less the worse the show is.
You want action.
If you don't see me, if you hardly hear me, then you know it's a great show because it's going on its own. In other
Right.
words, I'm there when the show's dying.
Right.
And now they also have the you could get some of the Too Hot for Television springers where I guess now they no pixelation on the boobies, things like that.
Well, those,
Titties.
when they came out in the 90s, that I honestly think that kind of put us over the top.
Yeah.
It became such a hot item, those Too Hot for TV tapes during the mid 90s. That's when we passed Oprah. That's when that's when it all.
You guys passed
came-
Oprah?
Wow.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, for a little over a year.
Yeah, they got to a point where because the fighting was fantastic. I hated when they had to tame that when they told you to tame that shit down.
See, that's a lawyer.
Right.
That's a lawyer thing right
Because-
there.
Well, they
Yeah,
got
but
him on a technicality about boxing or something like that, or
Well,
fight
it's
promotion.
still, it still is there. It's just that various cities will edit some things out.
But
In other words, if you're there, the show is the same as it always was.
It's better than it was, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Because it went from a point where you were just watching people beating the shit out of
Yeah.
each other,
Right.
and then they would cut completely away.
Yeah.
which
Now
was
now
bad,
they don't cut
bad.
it
And now
anymore.
they don't cut it.
The,
which
be-
is
the
much
best
better.
part of the old shows was Steve just a step behind when the fight
yeah,
started.
yeah.
He's
He
taking
would
his
just-
time.
He would
Steve,
just
don't
miss.
jump in there too fast.
He would just
Steve
miss
does- yeah, what
holding
Steve-
back the girl. It was great.
But what Steve doesn't want you to know is that wasn't on purpose.
he really just stunk.
That's why we gave him his own show.
Yeah, get out of here.
Do you want another security guy that does nothing? We have one.
Okay, I'll help you, Jerry.
Here I come.
Hope I don't get yelled at for that later.
Screw him.
whatever.
He's fine out
I don't like
there.
Kenny's peppering of gray. It really bothers me.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I should,
I want to dip my fist in hair dye. And
apply it liberally. Jesus Christ. Well, Jerry Springer, 20 years. Jesus
It's amazing.
Christ.
Do they
And,
just get to a point where they just know that it's going to do what it does, ratings wise, so it just cruises or it is?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
We
Like-
have a niche. I mean, obviously, by now you have a niche, and you're always going to have that audience.
Right.
And the advantage is, and you guys know it with your show, you have a young audience. When you have a young audience, you can be on forever because there are always new young people. If you do a show that's aimed at 35-year-olds, by the time they're 37. Their tastes haven't changed, but they're bored with the show.
Right.
So the show has trouble lasting. But if you
Right.
do a show aimed at 16 to 22, each year they're going to be kids suddenly old enough to listen, old enough to watch. So every
Right.
year you get a whole new
Right.
class of an audience.
Those are
Basically,
great
Tom
ages.
Papa, you're fucked.
Yeah, the marriage ref. One more
Never
season.
going to make 20 years. He's talking to those 35-year-olds, Jerry.
One more season.
Oh, boy.
have you seen Tom's show?
Yes.
Tom
Yes.
gets people
Yeah.
before they get to your show.
That's right.
Like, that's the last stages of hope.
Yeah, when they're still trying to work it
Oh,
out.
boy. Oh,
Usually
boy.
doesn't work out. It doesn't. You're married?
it was a
Yes.
fun run.
How long you been married now?
37 years.
37 years, and that
Yeah.
was that your first and only?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. She's wonderful. I mean, she really is.
How do you pull that off? Is it just kind of your away at work every day?
You don't pull it off, and
don't.
that's how it lasts. You keep it on.
You learn to like cauliflower.
He was never able to take advantage of the loose teens that came
Yeah.
on the show.
Yeah, you would think, over
a
the
little
20
perk-
years.
No, what
A
you
perk
do
of the
is
job
you,
there, Jerry.
Yeah.
What you do, I mean,
Spank bubble?
you literally separate your real life from show business, and if you can do that, you can have success in both ways. When
That's
you try
pretty
to mix it.
good, yeah.
Why didn't you think about that?
But my real life is crazier than this is the thing. So that
It's backwards.
Oh
kinda-
yeah, I'm not
kinda
saying
gets-
there's a formula for everybody. It just I found the right one.
No, I've separated it, but
And
this
luckily
is
she
the,
has no
this
taste.
is the mellow part. This is like the easygoing,
Right.
mellow, relaxed part, and then regular life is
Yeah.
insanity.
You just crashed your car
I
2 days ago.
wrapped
Jerry.
up my fucking Mustang 2 days ago. I was so pissed.
Brutal.
You shouldn't have been
Where?
driving it in this weather.
Oh,
The Expressway Service Road.
30 miles an hour, Tom.
I wasn't even
30
going
miles an
fast.
hour?
Yeah,
I
he's going
hit
30
third
miles
gear.
an hour.
What happened to
thing-
the saddle?
The thing, yeah, the
car.
Mustang. His head came off. Poor
You
thing.
just hit the ice?
Yes.
No ice.
No ice.
ice.
30 miles an hour.
this-
He was
What?
driving. Here's what happened. He was spinning around to pick up a male hitchhiker in skinny jeans.
The tires, like very hard tires.
Yeah.
Racing tires, and the road very cold, and the engine very powerful. And
30 miles an
I
hour?
spun around. When I went into third, I hit the gas, and the rear just came right out and right into the guardrail.
Oh.
It's like, fuck.
Totaled?
800 horsepower doesn't help either. I was just going to the bank. My Escalade was being used. I was taking a mile drive to the bank, 1 mile. I didn't make it a quarter
That's what you
mile.
need.
God.
Space Shuttle Endeavour to get to the bank. That's good.
I know. I really fucked up, but
That's why Jerry's so successful because he's very even keeled.
He
You
really
seem like
is.
you seem like you don't have a bad temper. You're a very even keeled guy. That's probably why he looks healthy and he hasn't let the all the bullshit get to him.
Please, the same people like that are the ones that know where shallow graves are.
Oh.
Even keeled. Seemed like a normal guy.
Exactly.
Talk him always said hello.
How deep are this grave supposed to be?
Yeah. Of course it's shallow. I'm in a hurry.
Yes. He's been on Craigslist in Long Island for the last couple of years.
You know what Gilgo Beach is?
We should break because we got Olivia Munn coming in.
Yes, we do.
You want to look at a piece of ass, Jerry, or do you have to go?
I think I could stay.
Of course you can stay.
I think I have
Olivia
to go,
Munn's
but
going to
I'll-
join the program next, which is very, very
Yeah.
exciting
And
for everybody.
if Jerry stays, you're welcome to stay. If not, the Jerry Springer Show, everybody knows it's on the CW here in New York, weekdays 11 a.m. And when's your dating show?
Game Night.
every night at
Game Show Network.
6:30 and 9:30.
Oh, it's
called Baggage.
On Game Show Channel,
Baggage.
All right, we'll
Very cool.
continue.
The Virus. Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.